Alright guys, I'm back here with my second 2019 indie bag with quite a bit of new discs that I have to show y'all guys. Alright, first off, we're going to start with me throwing putters. This is my stable Judge, the Peanut Festival. This is always an off the tee, never going to be a just layup or putting. This is really an off the tee stable that if I needed to give it a little bit of tiny flip over, that I can do that with this disc. But this is the 2018 Peanut Festival Judge off the tee shot. Second is my Primeburst Deputy. This is a overstable disc. It's more than it used to be because I've hit a lot of trees with it. But if I just need like a basket straight down with pines on the right, this would be one of my go-to discs with a putter. This is a understable, so where I can, if it's along the tree line, I could just flip it over and it just ride to the basket. Or I could just take a big shot and just ride it that way, to going right. This is my slippery white Judge. This is an overstable one off the tee box. This is not a layup or a forehand. This is a off the tee backhand that is overstable disc. If I wanted to just go dead straight and then cut to the left a little bit, this would be it. 2017 Amateur Championship Judge. And here is my tournament disc that I won yesterday. It is the Latitude 64 Keystone. This is not an off the tee unless I wanted to just be an understable disc and then just ride that way to the right. But mainly what I use this disc for is just easy backhands. Try to make it in if I can. Just easy backhand from about 130 feet to 100 feet. Or less than that, But this is just a backhand putter that I can just easily get up there and it just glide for almost days. So, right. Now on to my putting putters. This is my only putting putter. It is the Tour de Funk Pure Funk First Run Glow Judge. I like using Judges. Judges are one of my favorite putters. They're only my favorite putters. This is just for basically jump putts, regular putts, and that's really all. So, Glow Judge, Tour de Funk Pure Funk First Run Judge. Now on to my mid-ranges. Alright, I have 6 mid-ranges. Some of them are new, some of them are not. This is a new one. One of it is the Primeburst Suspect. This is a 4, speed 4, glide 3, turn 0, fade 3. This is just an overstable mid-range that I need to about 275 feet. And I just need it, alright. I could throw it flat and it would cut right. That's what it's an overstable. Overstable disc. So not no understable or stable, overstable that you need to cut right. So it's just, since it's the type of plastic, it's like no dome, so I would not recommend this for the win. But if you just need to go straight for about 260 feet in the air, it's going to cut right for about another 15 feet. So Primeburst Suspect. Here is my old trusty, was what I call the regular Fusion Truth. Not no EMAC, not no overstable. This is a 5, speed 5, glide 5, turn -1. It is a little bit of understable, and fade 1, so it's basically stable because of the fade. But this is my long 300 and just 310 foot backhand mid-ranges that I really don't want to overdo with drivers. This is a beaded mid-range, a big beaded, so if I just need it to, I can throw it like that, and then it cut in it for about 300 feet, and then last 10 it's gonna fade off to the left. But yeah, Fusion Truth. This is another new one from the Trilogy Challenge. Y'all might know the Gatekeeper. This is a overstable mid-range. It's not really overstable for me. It's more of like an EMAC because of the speed is the 1 speed less than the EMAC, and the fade is a 2, the exact fade of an EMAC. This is beginning to be one of my favorite, almost favorite, overstable mid-range. This one I can back in pretty far to about like 275 maybe, because I can't really back in that mid-range this far. But it is an overstable disc, overstable mid-range. I recommend it. Website disc, Gatekeeper. Here is my last year birthday present, the Latitude 64 compass. This is a really good disc. It's slightly overstable. I think the fade is a 1. So I really like this for just little tiny hyzer shots that I can just get to ride a long ways and then fade out a little bit. So the Optoline compass. Here is a turnover disc. This one is one of my favorites for turnover. It is the Mako 3, Star Mako 3. This is more, like I said, a turnover, so I can backhand it pretty dead straight, and it's gonna turn, and then it's just gonna keep on turning and ride that line. It is, I do not like it for backhand or forehand. This is a strictly backhand disc. It is 180 grams, so it's pretty heavy. And that's all, yes. And my last mid-range is the 2018 Trilogy Patrol. This is an understable patrol. I don't really use it unless it's for forehand rollers. I can just do it almost flat and it's just going to ride for pretty much a long ways. I sometimes do this for backhand rollers, but if I need it to just go about 250 feet, maybe 265, then this would be the disc where I need it to flip over and ride right and then have a little bit of fade. This is a really good disc to use for understable ones. And on to my drivers, the good part. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers in my bag right now. I do have some more in the house that I don't really throw, so yeah, I do have more. But this is my Lucid Flippy Trespass. Yes, I said it's flippy. It's supposed to be an overstable, but it is flippy. Now, this is strictly not for wind. If I need some wind disc, I have another disc. But this is the Lucid Trespass. I can get this one to a semi-flat, and it's just gonna ride and then flip over for about 340 feet. This is a really good disc. I really don't like it for forehand, because if I forehand it, it's just gonna flip over and then just turn into a roller, which I don't really like. But yeah, the Lucid Dynamic Disc Trespass. Mine's flippy. They're usually overstable though. Now onto the Gstar Strike. This is not good for keeping it in the sun, I will tell you that much. Because if you do, then it's just, the plastic is just gonna turn gooey. But this is one of my monster forehands discs that I usually do for just, like I said, monster forehands. I really do like it. It's a speed 13 with a -2, which is not really. This is the, yeah, a strictly forehand, monster forehand. That if I just do it flat, it's just going to turn over a little bit and then have that fade. Yeah, Gstar Strike, and have a disc. Then the last Trilogy Challenge disc is the Lucid Vandal, which I feel like it's Lucid. But this thing says it is an understable, but it's really not. To me, it's just stable. Like, to me, yeah. To me, it's stable. This does feel pretty good in forehand. I have yet to throw it forehand, but it's just a really good disc for a stable disc. This is the Dynamic Disc Vandal. Now on to the next disc, is the Trespass. This Trespass is my overstable Trespass that I can give it a little bit of flex and it's just going to fade off. This my cousin did find at Next Generation Disc Golf Course in Jacksonville, Florida. It is pretty good. It does feel really good in the forehand. But like I said, this is my overstable Trespass that I can give it a little bit of flex and it's just gonna overstable it to the right. Lucid Trespass. Here is what holds my farthest throw is the Lucid Air Renegade. It is not like how it used to be when I got the 380 feet. This is strictly for roller, and still, literally, if you put it like this, it's just gonna flip over and just ride like that to about 311 feet. But this is strictly for roller. I can throw it flat, and it's just gonna roller for about 350 feet. It's really good for open shots that has like a downhill with no OB on either sides. I would not use that, but still, it's just a roller disc. The Lucid Air Renegade. Now to my Overstable Domi disc. This is the Chasing the Chains Getaway dynamic disc. I really like this for just more of a backhand or forehand shot that I really just need it be a little bit more less overstable. It's like a suspect just in a driver. I really like to use this for flex shots that I need to hook right into a like little area where the basket is. So yeah, the dynamic disc Chasing the Chains Getaway. And then a really new one is the Tour Defunct Pure Funk First Run Maverick. This is an extremely domey disc. So I would disc for windy shots. Or headwind at least. But this is a tiny ram. It really does feel good in the forehand position. But this I would use for backhand, just backhands around like 335 maybe. To where it's just gonna hold that line and then just rise up and then flex and then give it that hook. So yeah, the First Run Maverick is mine. Now on to the last two overstable discs I have. That is the Latitude Goal Line XXX Triple X. This is a extra overstable disc that I really just use to maybe like miss trees or something. I guess because every time I miss trees somehow. But this is just a forehand disc. I really do not use this for backhand. But yeah, this is the Triple X Gold Line for mainly just little itty bitty flex shots and just have that hook. And if it like hits a bush or something, it's just gonna roll into a circle. How this do, I guess. My last disc in the bag is the Gstar Monster. This thing is extremely overstable. So if you can literally throw it like that and it's still gonna have a hard turn right. This is for just easy like up high sky shots to where I just needed to have it to where there is. Alright. There's a mandatory right here. If I need to throw it, I just throw it flat and it's just gonna have that hook right dead to the basket. Or I can have this for forehands and I can forehand it around the mando and just have it flex out. But yes, I'll show you in just a minute why this thing is extremely overstable. There's all my drivers and my discs in my bag. Now on to the good part. Drivers. Not as much power. Horrible. Get away. Not super bad. Oh, there went my drivers. I gotta go get them. Now on to mid-range. Copy. Roller. If the dust went small, it'd be better. Horrible. Great. Just great. Not so good. Horrible. I'm flipping. We're gonna do it. Upside. That was an easy throw. Judge. Deputy. Not too bad. Well, that's for today. And remember, that was a 2019 in the bag. And always remember, keep on banging chains.